Don't take anything that's not given to you, anything especially from a young woman. You understand that? It's a fine line between that. Most universities lose 3 to 4 young men each year because of this. If what you do don't bring you closer to your dream or your goals, why are you doing it? If what you do don't bring you closer to your dreams or your goals, why are you doing it? If what you're doing don't bring you closer to your dreams or your goals, why are you doing it?
And so here we go again, back with another one. Welcome to the Dark Times channel. And before I go ahead and get started, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button for me. And if you're not new to the channel and you enjoy the content so far on this channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button for me too. And so let's go ahead and get into it. This isn't going to be a particularly long video, but something I wanted to take a second to chime in on. Came across a Deion Sanders video, a video in which he was talking to his team before their bye. Everybody knows they got a week off after their disappointing loss last week, in which I'm gonna go ahead and say it, they blew it.
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
It was one of those wins that they should have had, but hey, it happens to the best of them. And so, of course, Deion Sanders has got his team back on track and looking to get a lot of players back healthy, hopefully after the bye, and try to finish out the season strong. But I want to kind of hone in on something that Deion Sanders said to his team.
Next, don't accept anything from anybody you don't know because there's a hidden cost to it. Ain't nothing free in this world. Somebody out there giving you something while you're at home or on your way home or even on this wonderful campus, it's a cost associated to that. Ain't nothing free. Don't take anything that's not given to you, anything especially from a young woman. That's called. You understand that? It's a fine line between that. Most universities lose 3 to 4 young men each year because of this. I don't want not one of those to be you. We got that understood?
Yes, sir. No
means no. No means no. No means no. Be gentlemen when it's acceptable. When it's acceptable in the environment to be ignorant. I want you to be a gentleman no matter what. You could be in an ignorant environment, everybody doing stupid stuff. That don't mean you have to be. Be you. And be better than you. Be like that person you admire the most. If what you do don't bring you closer to your dream or your goals, why are you doing it? If what you do don't bring you closer to your dreams or your goals, why are you doing it? If what you're doing don't bring you closer to your dreams or your goals, why are you doing it? Everybody that's with you ain't necessarily with you. There's some folks that are there because of what you bring to the table, because they're hungry. Some folks around y'all starving. And they only around you because they're hungry. Because they figure you had a propensity to feed them and give them what they need in nourishment. That means you're getting used and you don't even know it.
Now, like I said earlier, I'm sure some of these guys have heard the exact same thing, or at least something similar. But coming from Deion Sanders, coming from a Hall of Famer, a legend in Deion Sanders, somebody who's known to be somewhat of a playboy in his day, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Deion Sanders was the first athlete to have a music video. And so you put that all together, you're talking about somebody that got it in. And players know that, and they gravitate to that. You know, it's one thing for somebody to show you and tell you something, but unless you know, unless you believe that they've been through something similar, 9 times out of 10, it's going to go in one ear and out the other. And there was a lot of subtext and undertone in what Deion was saying as well in regards to these young women. Because that's a crazy stat that Deion Sanders threw out there. I'm not sure how many of y'all caught that, but he said at least 3 or 4 players every year from a major university get expelled or thrown out or lose scholarships due to grape, or at least grape allegations.
He was so big. He's so black, that boy.
She said she was.
And 9 times out of 10, it doesn't even matter if it's true. A lot of times it comes down to he said, she said. And if you're one of these players that's not a star athlete, if you're a fringe player, there's not a lot of universities that's going to risk that kind of publicity. They're going to go ahead and cut bait. They're going to cut their losses because they can get another 2-star, another 3-star fringe player on the team in a heartbeat. There's players lined up for that, especially with this transfer portal now. So It's open season, and Deion Sanders is trying to remind his players of this very simple truth. They can lose everything they work for in one night.
It's a thin line between love and hate. A night full of passion can give you a lifetime of pain.
In less than 10 minutes, it all could be gone. It may look good, may smell good, may even taste good. But in the end, is it going to be worth it? Is it going to get you to where you ultimately want to be? Is it going to help you get to that next level? And I'm quite certain when the cameras aren't on and when the camera's not rolling, Deion Sanders is probably having even more, intimate conversations with his players, telling them what's what, straight up, no sugarcoating. He's telling them like it is. And so that's a good thing. These players need to hear that, and they need to hear it from somebody like Deion. Because y'all already know what time it is up there in Boulder, Colorado. They throwing it at him up there. It's snowing all year long, and y'all know what I mean. They don't even have to do nothing. They already know who they are. When they walk into a club or they go to a bar or a party, everybody in that room know who they are. They play for the most popular university in America. They play for the most popular coach in America right now. And so they got a target on them. Not just by dudes, but by the females too. They're a mark. Everybody on that team is a possible mark. And so there's certain places that you can't go, and there's certain situations that you can't put yourself in. And so Deion Sanders, of course, is just doing his part and making sure that his players remember that as they go out on the bye and hopefully get some much needed rest and try to dominate the rest of the schedule. And so that's going to be a wrap on this particular video. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you guys hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you go ahead and do that as well. And as usual, peace, chaos.